Hey, thanks for coming back to the channel. Um, this one is going to be about, well, if you have one of these, a Ruger 5.7, and you got one fairly early, you know it was a real pain in the patootie to find a good holster or almost any holster that you could carry this in. Um, and now you don't have that problem because if you have one of these, you should get one of these. Now, this is a double retention holster. You go to the Ruger website, and go to their 5.7 pistol, and you'll see a gaggle of holsters now. Everybody and their mother is making a holster for the Ruger 5.7. And I got this off of the Ruger website. What I found interesting was, I like carrying this firearm outside the waistband. But when you do that, if you follow my channel, you know I say never carry outside the waistband unless you're in a double retention holster. So I carried this inside the waistband, and anyway, I have a XDS, and I carry it outside the waistband in a double retention holster in a Serpa, a Blackhawk Serpa holster. People hate that thing. I got a video saying don't be afraid, it's a great holster, just train with it and you won't shoot yourself in the leg like somebody else has done. But this is a different double retention grip managed technology, and I found it fascinating. How it works is very simple. As you go to grip, the normal grip, as you go to grip, your social finger interacts with this lever right here naturally, and when it does that, the firearm just comes out of the holster. When you put it back in, it ain't going anywhere. Right? Let me show you that again. As you go for your what you call the master grip, the normal grip, you get nice and high, and as your social finger comes to grip and finish, it automatically hits that lever and this comes out. Now, what's different between this and the Serpa is that the Serpa has a lever out here, and as you go to draw your trigger finger now, your trigger finger interacts with that very slightly, and it presses it in just enough, and then you can withdraw the firearm. What was happening with the Serpa is that people get all tense with their hand, and as they were gripping, their fingers would go inside the trigger, and as they pull out, they would sometimes shoot the gun. So a lot of people said, well, you can't use that. You can't use a Serpa. I use it anyway. This is from the manufacturer is Safariland. You could actually go to Safariland and get this from them. I found it on Ruger, so I got it from Ruger, and it wasn't that expensive. But I was thrilled because now I had a double retention holster, and I do like the master grip part, where your social finger is the one that's activating this thing instead of your trigger finger. Now, consideration: if you have both types of holsters like I do, what matters is how do you grip? What is the technique in gripping the firearm? It should be exactly the same, is my point. It should be exactly the same. It should not be different because you're using one release technique versus the other. And that means that you really need to train with, because I shot about 50 rounds, which means 50 draws from a holster with this new one, before I felt comfortable enough carrying it in public or just carrying around in there. And now it's a natural thing. So it's not a big onerous exercise for you to get used to this holster. Now, if you go back, if you switch to the other one, like I do from time to time, before you leave, just do a couple of dry pulls from the holster, just to, oh, okay, this one this time, right? Safariland, outside the waistband, double retention holster for the Ruger 5.7. I love this thing. So with that, I want to thank everyone for coming back to the channel. If you like the content here, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications, and feel free to comment. And I'd appreciate your comments on this. So with that, as always, thanks for watching, and carry on.